Yeah, 40 minutes west of Madison, Wisconsin. So born and raised there, and then met my husband at a work thing, and we landed here in California, which I love, 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 love. So anyway, both states are just so beautiful. So yeah.
Yeah, and so different too, right?
Yeah. All right, Robin. I see my friend. Some of my team is in the house. Love it.
Nice. So
She
everyone that's
said,
coming in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Go ahead and put in the chat
Yay.
as so many have where you're from.
Love
Would
it.
love to see how many people are from Wisconsin.
Cheesehead's in the house.
Yeah.
I don't actually have a cheese head. My father-in-law, when he came to Wisconsin the first time, had to get one. And so
Okay.
yeah, he's got one, but I don't have
Yeah.
one.
Okay. That's okay.
Oh, very good.
What do you prefer then, if it's not a cheesehead?
What do I prefer? I don't wear hats.
Okay.
I prefer to not wear foam on my head, especially because out here it's like 100 and today we said things like, oh, it's only 102.
Uh-huh.
So that's the world I live in now. So we've had crazy hot weather out here for sure. So anyway, how about you? What kind of weather you got where you're at, Robbie?
So I'm in north of Dallas. So we were high 90s, but it's hot. It's
Yeah.
really hot. When you step outside and you're like, oh, I got to go back inside. I'm so spoiled because I'm in AC all day, just
Yeah.
about, that when I
Yeah.
step out, I'm like, mm-mm,
Right. Right
I don't
on.
like it.
Right on.
All
Cool,
right,
cool,
guys. Well,
cool.
we've got lots of people joining. We're up to about 200 already. So we'll give them a couple more minutes to reel in because I
Hey,
know it's a
everybody.
big influx at once. And so, like they said, guys, if you would in the chat, let us know where you're from. And if you're a consultant or a guest tonight, we would love to know that. Also, you'll want to make sure in the chat that you've clicked the box so you're chatting to everyone. We'd love to hear from you. This is a webinar, so if you're raising your hand, we can see it, but we can't unclick you so you can talk. So just put your question in the chat or your comment in the chat, or you're welcome to put that in the Q&A also. We'd be happy to answer anything we could in any of those venues. So we're excited to have you on tonight and have Carrie and Ravi on here with me. We'll get started in just a minute. We're really close to start time. We've got a little over 200 of you on, so we're excited to share with you this evening.
And I love reading the chat. Like, we got, not only do we have if they're a consultant or a guest, not only do we have what state they're from, but we also have a weather report from just about every other person that jumped on the chat. So that's
That's
pretty
good.
cool.
That's good. That's right.
They picked up to our little chat there, Carrie.
They caught the drift here. So
Uh-huh.
anyway, so fun seeing everybody from everywhere. Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool.
I'm trying to go through the chat as well. I mean, I see Indiana, I see Florida, I see, guests and consultants, and they're just piling in. So that is exciting because we got
Yeah, lots of
oh,
Canadians on tonight, so that's
yeah, I
always
see
fun.
that. I'm starting to see that. Okay.
Awesome. Well, we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. I'm Twanette Watson. I'm on every week, and I love seeing you guys on here tonight. I have with me my fellow regional sales manager, Robbie Ramuth, and he is going to introduce our fabulous speaker for this evening. So I'm going to turn it over to Robbie.
Thanks, Twinette. Well, good evening, everyone. Like Twinette said, my name's Robbie Ramnath, Regional Sales Manager, and I am so excited, you guys, so excited because we have a very special guest with us this evening. For 13 incredible years, she's been a beacon of inspiration and leadership at Norwex,
Hmm.
guiding her team to new heights and making a significant impact in the company. Her dedication, passion, and expertise has been instrumental in driving our mission forward. And she says, and I quote, I am passionate about the fact that I believe everyone deserves the chance to know about Norwex because it's just too good of a secret to keep away. So please join me in welcoming Vice President Sales Leader Carrie Minturn. Carrie, take it away.
Wow. Thank you so much, Ravi. I appreciate those very kind words. And everybody, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming tonight. I know that you've got choices about what you can do with your time. And I know summer is really, really busy. So if you're a guest, I'm especially jazzed you're here. And if you're like, this is your first time hearing about Norwex, would you comment first time? By the way, if I look this way, it's because that's where my computer is, you guys. So I'm going to try to not look at the chat too much. But if you are hearing about Norwex for the first time, that's my favorite. So let me know in the chat. And everybody else, of course, so happy that you're here. I find that even though I've done this demo probably, gosh, thousands of times, and now I still get re-inspired about it. So I want to kick it off by taking you to kind of where I was at when I first heard about Norwex. My kids were 2 and 4. And so I would like you to imagine that. I think most of us either have been in that phase or we know 2 and 4 year olds. It was a busy, busy time. It was an exhausting time. And my friend invited me to come here about cleaning products, which I thought was a little bit strange, if I'm really honest. But what I knew was that I cared a lot about my home, and I was working real hard to think about feeding my kids good food. I knew that that mattered in terms of just their own nutrition, their own health, their own thriving. And I also knew that some of the choices we make about what we eat can have an impact on our environment. So I kind of loved that space. I was living in that space as I thought about mothering my kiddos. And so when a friend invited me to the cleaning product party, I thought, well, it's weird, but that probably fits that sort of space as well. It matters maybe what I clean with. And I bet that has an impact beyond my home too. And it turns out I was right. So I attended that first Norwex party and it changed my life. And so warning, this could change your life. I know that it's a sort of unassuming thing to think that cleaning products could do that, but that's really my aim and my goal in the next bit of time we have here together. I have as my goal tonight to convince you, if you're not already there, that we can actually impact our homes and we can impact our world through the simple choice about what we choose to clean with and what we also choose to put on our skin. So thanks again for coming. I'm going to just walk you through 7 core products. I'm going to sneak in a couple extras here and there, and invite you to learn with me. If you're a guest here, I want to invite you especially to pay attention to what it is I do. It is a real job. It is a fun job. It is an important job. And so just watch that. And if this is something at the end that you find yourself thinking, I want to know more about that, the person who invited you here is going to hook you up with some information to help you explore if this is a good fit for you. And then likewise, we do not have nearly enough people who know about Norwex. And so I want to invite you all to watch and consider, partnering with your consultant to share this information with others. Is that something you would want to do? And then consultants, I'm going to call you out. Some of y'all haven't partied or whatever for a minute. And so jump on in. The water is fine. I hope you get re-inspired about the power of what it is that we get to do. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to jump in with the cloth that our whole company started with. We call it our EnviroCloth. Now, it's made of microfiber, which you've all already heard of before. Microfiber is not a new idea, but what we do with microfiber is particularly powerful. Most microfiber, to be called microfiber, is 1/6 of a human hair. So you imagine picking a hair out of your head and splicing it 6 times. That's how fine microfiber is. Impressive, right? Norwex microfiber is 1/200th of a human hair. So if you imagine unraveling this cloth that I'm holding right here and stretching it out, it would go from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico. There are 10 million feet of fiber in this one cloth. And that's interesting. You're not going to win Trivial Pursuit with that fact, but what you can know is that that fact means that the microfiber in this cloth is really powerful as a tool to clean in your home. With Norwex, we're going to clean mechanically instead of chemically. So traditionally, if you grew up in a home like I did, you were just used to using chemicals to clean. You spray it on the surface, you wipe it up, it smells, and we call it clean. And I know that I hadn't really examined my assumptions about cleaning until I probably showed up at my first Norwex party. But it turns out we don't need all those chemicals. And friends, I got to tell you that those chemicals have impact on our lives. There are like 80,000 different chemicals that have been introduced into North America in the last 60 years or so. And of those chemicals, only 300 of them have been tested for our safety. Now, I find that to be really disturbing. And I wish I could tell you that every product you go to buy on a shelf has been tested and is safe for you and safe for your household. But at this time, no, it's on us as consumers to do that research. And I'm here tonight to save you a lot of time because, friends, this cloth and water is going to do the job for you. All right. So when you use this cloth in the way that I'm going to teach you tonight, and you take care of it in the way I'm going to teach you tonight, what you can trust is that this is pulling up to 99% of bacteria from your surfaces only with water. Again, the microfibers grab and actually physically remove everything from the surface. And our microfiber has microsilver in it. We call it backlock. And that backlock, once you've used a cloth to clean all your surfaces, you're going to rinse it out. And then that backlock is going to go to work and it is going to inhibit the growth of mold, fungus, and bacterial odor within the cloth. So friends, what I'm holding here in front of you is a self-purifying microfiber cloth that cleans your house with just water. And you might be sitting here thinking like, that's bananas. And I get it, but I'm going to show you a demo here in a second, which is going to help you trust that this is real and true. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to mention about the microfiber is that it also comes with a 2-year warranty. So this is guaranteed to work for you for 2 years, but honestly is going to last for you a whole lot longer. I think the rumor is that Debbie Bolton, our co-founder, has a cloth that is over 20 years old. Personally, when I've been using my cloth, probably about 5 to 7 years, I usually will kick that cloth to the garage pile and treat myself to a new color because we're always coming up with new colors. All right. So this one, like I mentioned, is our Enviro cloth. It is your everything cloth. You get it wet and you can clean every surface in your home. And when I say every surface, I really mean it. In fact, those of you who already have one of these in your home, pop in the chat for me right now. What are the surfaces you clean on the regular, on the daily with your Enviro cloth? All right. Now, its best friend is the window cloth. All right. Now, some of you might get a little nervous and think, oh my gosh, how am I going to keep track of it? I promise you it's simple. So the different textures of the cloth represent different purposes. So this one's your cleaning cloth. This one is for when you want to make something shiny. And the surface you can see is smooth and sleek. Okay. So you're going to clean everything with this. And then if you've cleaned a surface that you also want to make shiny, you'll follow it with a dry window cloth. This cloth. How many of you, this is your favorite cloth? Be honest with me in the comment. Let's show some window cloth love here in the chat. I know we go bananas for this. Once you have this cloth, you are never going to buy glass cleaner again. And once you have this cloth, it just is going to replace your all-purpose cleaners, so many different things. So that's a thread I want you to be thinking about as I move through this demo as well, is what is it that you would never buy again once you have these in your home. All right. So let me do a very quick demo. This is our beloved, we call it the butter demo, but I'm going to be using petroleum jelly here tonight. So I have a mirror here. I don't know how this is going to go here. You're going to see my chin is what you're going to see. So anyway, I have some petroleum jelly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear it all over my mirror. Can y'all see that? Let me know in the chat.
We can see you.
Okay, good. All right. So I have smeared that all over. And if you were going to clean that with traditional glass cleaner and paper towel, what is it that would happen? It would smear all over the place. In fact, you guys, one time I did a demo in a pizza place here in town, and there were mirrors all around, and I was having a team meeting. And so I was like, hey, can I borrow some of like, I told the person working there, I'm like, we're going to do this little cleaning party thing, and we're going to do, and so I'm wondering, can I just borrow whatever it is you usually clean the mirrors with? And they loaned it to me, and we had this contest where we smeared, butter on these 2 mirrors, and the poor person who used the pizza parlor's plate, I can't even talk, the pizza parlor's products, was there forever. We had to use the Norwex to get it clean. So at any rate, here we go. So what I'm going to do, actually, keep doing this. When you're using your EnviroCloth, you're going to, number one, get it wet, and you're going to fold it in half once and then twice. And you're going to do that for 2 reasons. You want to use it flat so that the fibers can grab the surface. And then the other thing is that once you use one side, you can flip it and you can keep using the different sides, and you've got 8 surfaces you can clean with before you need to rinse it out, which makes it really, really simple. So here we go. I'm going to use my wet EnviroCloth, just water. I'm going to come in here and clean that mirror like that. So again, remember, it's cleaning what we can see with our eyes, but it's also removing bacteria up to 99% because we're following our directions, right? Now I'm going to grab my window cloth here. This is dry. and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to polish it to a streak-free shine. Now, how many of you thought you've had a streak-free shine and you walked out of the bathroom and you came back in and found streaks? All y'all, right? Right? Can you guys see that? So pretty. It happens to all of us before Norwex. And the reason it happens is because when you use product, it leaves residues behind. So with Norwex microfiber, you're not going to get the streaks because you're no longer using product that leaves that residue behind. You're going to get a real clean with just the EnviroCloth and the window cloth. And you're not going to only clean your shiny things. You're going to do your mirrors, your windows, your chrome with this duo. But again, you're going to clean everything. We saw in the chat tons of things that people have cleaned with these. So these two cloths come together in a set we call the basic set. I like to save you money where I can. And so heads up, that's something to peek for if you're getting started tonight. But I want to move to another microfiber piece that we cannot live without in my house. The Central Valley of California, friends, is a very dusty place. And tell me right now in the chat how dust works in your house, at least pre-Norwex. In my house, the way dust works is that the dust would go into the air and then back down onto the surface, right? And so the Norwex dust mitt has changed the game because we've ended that crazy cycle. So again, different texture, different purpose. The Norwex dust mitt has a really fluffy pile and it's going to statically attract pet hair, dust, all those things. In fact, I recommend folding it in half and rubbing it against itself to kind of amp up the static charge on it. And then when you use this, you're going to pull it across the surface as you're dusting, and you're going to notice everything gets attracted up into it and it does not go into the air. Tell me in the chat if I'm right. Back me up, right? It's going to go, not going to go up to the air. You're going to actually get all of it. And you're going to see that the dust accumulates here as you're going. And when that happens, you're then going to use the rubber brush. I'll talk about this in a second to get that all off. Or you can go outside and applaud yourself because you're awesome and you're cleaning your house. Okay. Quick story about this, friends. I had a client who told me that every single time she would dust, her husband would lose a whole night's sleep because it would kick up that dust and affect his allergies. And when she used this product, she dusted her whole home and he slept like a baby that night. So that's the power of what we're doing here. Yeah, at surface level, it's just cleaning products. But restoring a whole night's sleep for somebody, that's a big deal, right? So anyway, that's the dust mitt. Now, these three pieces right here are a set we call the household package. Again, buy a collection, you get them working together, it saves you a little bit of money. And when you have these three things in your home, please comment right now, what are some things you're not buying in the store anymore? Because friends, with Norwex, you're going to pay for it once, and then there's a whole ton of things you're not buying ever again. So you will save so much money once you make the switch. All right. So these three pieces right here, my family uses to do 90% of our house cleaning, the vast majority of our house cleaning with just these three. But every now and then we need a little bit of extra elbow grease. I would love to know in the chat, what are some of the surfaces in your home that are most challenging, that need a little bit of extra elbow grease to get clean? What I'm going to tell you is that I encourage you to start with the EnviroCloth to clean any surface, and whatever it doesn't get up, the next most affordable and effective product for most surfaces is going to be our power cleaning paste. I can't even with this product. This is going to last you forever. You will probably give this to your grandchildren. It is such a great product. And what I'm going to show you is a quick demo here. So I've got a whiteboard here and I have a permanent marker and I've written the number $200 on this whiteboard. Are we all familiar with the fact that a permanent marker on a whiteboard is a bad idea? Yeah. Yeah, we know that, right? Okay. So why $200? $200 is the average amount of money a Norwex consultant can make when doing an average party. And it is also what a host can earn when she just in free product for sharing Norwex with her friends and family. So that is an amazing thing. I love how we choose to market Norwex because, friends, if you just saw this stuff sitting on a shelf in a store, you would think, oh my gosh, what is the deal with that? But when you get the education that goes with the products and you understand why it exists, what it does, you're not only going to buy it. Our goal is not for you to buy it. Our goal is for you to use it because we would like you to have fewer chemicals in your home, which is why we do what we do as Norwex. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my EnviroCloth again, same cloth. I'm going to get to a new side. And what I'm going to do is take my wet cloth on the paste. Now the paste in here, you guys, is dry. So don't stress about that. That's exactly how it's supposed to be. It's part of what makes it last a long time. And I'm just going to get a little bit of the paste on the cloth here. And then I'm going to come in here and show you what happens with just the paste and some water, right? I joke that my nephew is still around because of this product. Okay. So you're going to use this so many places. Again, I'm leaning into my chat. Where do you use cleaning paste? So I love it for stovetops, for sinks, for showers, for tubs. You can use on your headlights. You can get your white parts of your tennis shoes. You can go after so many things with this. Okay. So it is a fantastic product. Every home needs this. Again, it's going to last a really long time. And what I want to tell you too is that any of the products that we have that come in containers, all of our ingredients are listed over on our website, so you can take a peek at that. But what you can know is that Norwex as a company is committed to a product that is as clean as possible that will also still work in your home, which I think are really smart and good balance, right? Because we don't want to just have a totally clean product that doesn't get the job done, which I think sometimes is the case with some products, right? All right. We doing okay? We're doing okay. Very good. Now, I know that some of you are sitting here thinking like, okay, this is cool, cool, cool. But Carrie, if it's crazy to take care of these, I am out and I get you. Remember, my kids were 2 and 4 when I started. I was a busy, busy, overwhelmed, tired mama. So I have great news for you that the care instructions are really quite simple. You're going to wash and dry your microfiber. All right. Now, there's 3 things you want to avoid. And you may not remember what I'm going to tell you, but your consultant has your back, okay? You want to avoid lint. Those little bits of lint will stick to your microfiber, and that's a bummer. You want to avoid bleach. Over time, that's going to be not cool for your fibers. And then lastly, you want to avoid fabric softener. Fabric softener will coat the microfiber and impact the ability of the backlock to do its thing. So let me tell you about Norwex laundry detergents. Fun fact, I bought laundry detergent before I bought microfiber. I don't think I was really in my right mind about it, but I don't regret it either. So I started my Norwex journey with UPP, the Ultra Power Plus, which has gotten a sexy new upgrade, you guys. So this is the old bag, and we're going to still see some of those coming, but we're slowly transitioning to our new branding, which I'm excited about. So we have 3 laundry products. So the Ultra Power Plus powdered, the liquid laundry detergent, and we have Eco Wash laundry strips. Why do we have 3 kinds? Because people have different preferences when it comes to laundry detergents. But what you can know with our laundry products is that they are concentrated, bio-based, and effective. Okay. And what I'm going to tell you is that you're not going to have a sticky, sweet synthetic fragrance in any of these products. So these are, some of them are fragrance free. Most all of them are actually. So we have a lavender liquid laundry strip, and the Eco Wash laundry strips have a slight scent to them. So I would avoid those, but these 2, the liquid laundry detergent and the powder, have none. And what I have learned with my laundry detergent, guys, is that clean smells amazing. And I would rather have a clean product without a ton of like gooey fragrance than anything else. So right now, my family uses the liquid laundry detergent. If you are new, I would like you to guess in the comments how many loads of laundry you think this bottle does. I'm actually going to go to the chat here and see if I can see. Guess. This is the size of a large bottle of shampoo, right? Speaking of which, we have great shampoo. Anyway, so this bottle right here, you guys. Okay, Joyce is like feeling hopeful. You guys are getting close. Oh, Donna's close. So right here, 230 loads in a high efficiency machine. My family goes through just over 2 bottles of this a year. I have 2 teenage sons. Now, I need you to know that whatever stereotype just went into your heads, that's not what I'm dealing with. They're both nerds. I adore them, but they're not like out in the dirt all the time. But still, we do a lot of laundry around here, okay? And I love this product because it's just pumps that you can use. This product has 6 different enzymes in it. It works so incredibly well, and it just doesn't take up a ton of real estate. And I can know my clothes are truly clean without the yuck, right? So anyway, you will be great with all 3 of our laundry detergents. Do you need to use our laundry detergent on the microfiber? Honestly, it's going to be the best choice. I'm biased. I understand that. But if you choose to use something else, you're going to want to make sure that it is free of fillers, free of fabric softener, and free of bleach for your microfiber to perform at its best. Okay. I also want to just give a quick shout out to the Norwex dryer balls. Y'all, fabric softener, please go research it. Not great for you. It coats not just our claws if you happen to use them accidentally, the fabric softener accidentally. It coats your clothing. Your clothing goes on your body. Your skin is your largest organ, my friends. And the things that go on your skin get into your body. And you want to be thoughtful about that. And fabric softener is actually not one of the things you want in there. So we have dryer balls. There's 3 of them. Gives you a chance to learn how to juggle without hurting anybody. But these bounce around in your dryer. They pull and separate your clothes so that your clothes are actually going to dry faster. So if you transition to these, you will need to cut your drying time and your heat because actually they're going to be way more efficient than your sheets. Plus, once you have one set of these, you're no longer buying fabric softener. I have no memory of buying fabric softener at this point. It's been over 13 years. It's been 13 years of only this. And it works really, really great. Okay. We're going to take a quick little commercial break for a personal care product. And then grand finale is going to be the mop system. So stay with me. Are we doing okay? We doing okay? We're doing okay. You guys are awesome. Okay. So I want to talk to you about the reality that in addition to being able to Norwex your home, yes, we do intend it to become a verb, you can also Norwex your skin. We actually have a gorgeous, amazing, incredible, nourishing, clean, you can tell I love it, line of skincare. And I'm not even going to get going on that. But that is, if you don't know about that yet, please reach out to your consultant, the person who invited you here tonight. They can tell you more. But I want to, at this point, I feel like we've connected and we trust each other. And this is the point in the demo where I get to say something shocking and revealing about myself. And that shocking and revealing thing is that simply I have not purchased or used body soap for 13 years. I mean, it's crazy sounding, isn't it? I want to even just say if that was true, even from wherever you're sitting right now, you would probably know that that was like if that wasn't working, you would know from wherever you are right now. But I have been using Norwex body cloths exclusively to clean my body and my face. Up until recently, I've also started to add in our facial cleansing powder, which is a game changer. Again, I'm not going to get into that right now, but you simply get the cloth wet and you can use it to clean your skin. And so I'm going to go ahead. I've got my own little, I got some eyeliner here. I'm making myself a mustache. What do we think? Does it look good? I can't even see. Let me look at my mirror. Oh, let's make it worse. Make it bigger. Okay. So that's what I would look like apparently with a mustache. And what I have here is my Norwex body cloth. So it's simply wet with water. And this is how it works, y'all. It just takes it off like that. Okay. I wasn't even looking and it took it off, right? So you just get the cloth wet and it will clean your skin. Again, the microfibers are removing the dirt, the grime, everything from your skin, and you don't need soap. You are still using a cleaning product. It's just that you're cleaning mechanically instead of chemically, better for your skin. And it is a game changer. So I have so many stories of people coming back to me being really helped by the body cloths because just the cloth and water is way less irritating to their skin and their skin conditions than other kinds of products. Okay, so if you love the body cloths, show some love in the chat. I think you guys already are. You guys are on it. But chat it up because it's game changing again. And what I personally recommend, and y'all are adults, you do whatever you want, but I recommend one set of cloths for one person for 1 week because I think personally using one cloth for 2 or 3 days, the second cloth for 2 or 3 days, finish the week, wash them all and start over. These, because they're pulling off your oils and everything from your skin, I just think that it works best if you just use them for about 2 or 3 days. Some people are going to push them. You do you, boo. But that is what I recommend. So can you imagine never having to buy soap, body soap, a lot of facial cleansers? Now, again, you got to look at the Norwex one because I have been convinced that it has a place. But the amount of money I have saved again, 13 years of not buying soap, and not just for me, my family, my boys, my husband use the body cloths as well, right? So that's the power of this, friends, is that we make these simple swaps. They actually make our lives easier. We save money. It's better for our health. We're putting less stuff in the environment. It's just, there's so much in the world that I feel like we are not in control of, but wow, does it feel awesome to feel like I'm doing something good for me, good for my family, good for the environment, all at the same time. And it's cheaper. I mean, it's crazy. Okay. We're in the home stretch. Are you guys ready? We're going to do the grand finale, which is the Norwex mop system. You guys, drop a heart if you love the Norwex mop system, please. Drop a little heart here. I wish I could like spend time reading all the stories, but here it is. Here it is, the Norwex mop system. Okay. This blew my mind when I saw it because I hate mopping. I had a mop graveyard in my house, right? This corner, the dark corner of my kitchen, back kitchen that had like the mops and brooms and things that I just rejected because I was frustrated with them. I didn't like buying the refills, or I went to buy the refill, but they changed the design. So I had to buy a whole new mop and it was just a headache, right? Norwex mop system applies this technology I've been describing you tonight to the mop, and it makes it ridiculously easy. Okay, so we start with the base and the mop handle. They're all interchangeable, so this comes off, but right now I've got it attached. And then we start with the dry pad. Y'all, it's yellow on the back like the sun because Norwex knows we're busy and lives are hard. So yellow like the sun to remind you to leave it dry, use it dry. Has a similar texture to that dust mitt. Okay, so this is going to attract pet hair. I mean, guys, if you've got pets and you're sweeping, like, what are you even doing, right? Then pet hair just goes up in the air and then falls back on your clean floor. It's a headache. We're going to end that crazy, right? So the base hangs on, and then you're going to put your hand above and below this black disc, and then I'm going to put my foot on the base and turn it to the left. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. So I'm going to turn it to the left, and then I can adjust it. I recommend adjusting it so it's about chin height. And then what you're going to do is do the edge of whatever room you're in. And then I don't know if I can see, if I can do this well in my office, but you're going to do like a figure 8 pattern. Woo! Crazy. Okay, that's not going to work. I had a ceiling fan. You'll do a figure 8 pattern when you are dry mopping your floor. It's going to catch and gather dust, hair, whatever might be on your floor. And then when you've done that figure 8 pattern all around your floor, you'll push over everything over to where the garbage is. You'll use a dustpan for whatever's on the floor. And that's where our rubber brush comes in. You want to use this then to clean this off and get everything into the garbage. And then you can keep using this. So this is not just a like, oh, you're just trying to get me to spend something else. No. You will not love your mom without this. You need this. Back me up, consultants, right? And this is such a game changer for, I say game changer a lot, don't I? Sorry. But this is so good on your furniture, being able to get pet hair. In fact, my cat has been sitting in my chair and I have a date with this and my chair to change the situation there. Also really nice for if you've got lampshades, you can use it on that. Okay. So anyway, you're going to dry mop first. And then after you've dry mopped, you're going to switch it over to the wet mop pad. Okay. Blue on the back, like water. Again, Norwex loves us. Get it totally wet, wring it out so it's not dripping. And then you're going to put it on this pad. And then you're going to be able to, I think I just did that backwards. But anyway, you're going to mop your floor with microfiber and water. Have you had the experience where you've stepped into your floor and you've heard the sticky, 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 or you felt it, right? No more of that. Friends, that chemical residue that we put all over our floors, it ends up on the paws of our pets. It ends up on the little hands of our little ones, okay? So it really matters what you clean your floor with. And with Norwex, it's not only easier, you're gonna have that confidence of like, my floor is truly clean. It's clean mechanically and not chemically. You're gonna love walking past the refills at the store and not buying them anymore, okay? So that's our Norwex mop system. It is something that every home needs. And as I wrap up, what I want to do is invite you to make a decision to Norwex your home. And for a lot of us, that means becoming a consultant and making some money for ourselves by sharing this information with others, because maybe you're like I was that first night that I was at my first party where I walked away and I was like, everybody needs to know about this. And I happened to need money. We needed money as a family. So connect with your consultant if that's you. Or maybe you've been sitting here and you keep thinking about friends who, oh gosh, I bet they would dig this. Gather some people online or in your home, and invite your consultant to come and educate them and give them this opportunity that you've had tonight. And then lastly, some of y'all just need to go shopping. Go get that household package. The Safe Haven 5 actually has the first 3 microfiber pieces, the paste and the detergent together. Or maybe you want the just add water package, which includes pretty much everything I've told you about tonight. So thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. I hope that this has encouraged you, inspired you about cleaning products and how, yes, even though they're not sexy, when you make an intentional choice, you can make a decision that's good for your family, good for your house, and also good for our environment. So that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Carrie, thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, first word that came out that should have came out of my mouth was wow. Incredible. You know, your expertise and your passion was evident in every product you shared. The way you shared with knowledge and clarity and the enthusiasm left everyone motivated, not only to want it all, but excited to use them. And
Okay.
my biggest takeaway was how simple using the product is and doing the business,
Mhm.
that anyone could duplicate it with the right guidance. So we appreciate your time. So thank you again, Carrie.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thanks for the privilege.
Everybody have a good night. Please join us on Debbie's call. We'd love to have you there. I've got the information in the chat. Carrie, the chat just blew up with all the thank yous and everything that they learned. So again, thanks so much. You guys have a great night.